Hey, welcome to the channel! Today we'll be gathering all the clues in Medieval Chronicles episode 2.2. Dregg, you do not come to our sessions anymore. I stopped coming after you kept suggesting I drink a glass of water every time I get annoyed by something. Now my physician diagnosed me with overhydration. So, thanks for that, and the non-stop bathroom breaks. Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. I will change my mind when I'm dead. Speaking of dead, this guy certainly died in a painful way. So, what happened to him? Judging from the wounds, he was beaten to death with a blunt object. Do you think the mummy did it? As unscientific as that sounds, science is still a baby at this point, so I'm open to different ideas. So, a blunt weapon, huh? Here's the incident report for you. Since you found the mummy, I'm guessing the weapon is around here somewhere. Then I better start looking for it. Yeah, let us first check the body. Hey, Doc, what more can you tell me about this guy? Not much other than what I told you. In fact, I was hoping you can call someone who knows him here, so I can get more details. I suppose I should talk to the curator first? He should be around here somewhere. Okay, that was the blue-haired guy, right?
I heard the Loose Chester brothers found the mummy. I knew it was the right decision to hide him.
Taking false credit should be punishable by law.
I just hope they can lift the curse too before the mummy kills me, like it killed the professor. He was a good friend.
Why would it kill you? You didn't disturb its tomb.
I funded the whole journey. I was about to put it on display. Surely it considers me as the ringleader of the whole thing.
Well, don't worry. We'll catch the killer even if it kills you.
That's not very reassuring.
I wasn't trying to. What are you looking at?
I'm studying these ancient writings to see if anything helps me remove the curse.
Any luck?
Well, do you see this weirdly drawn shape?
You mean that thing that looks like a flower?
Yes, I think it's telling me to pick a flower and take the mummy to prom.
I would very much like the contact information of your drug dealer. Looks like he has some good stuff. Psst, Dregg, ask him if he has a girl he likes. For the sake of me not dying by her hands, can you tell me if you have a girl you like?
I had a girlfriend, but she died long time ago, and my heart hasn't healed yet.
Ah! Take me now, son! I'll heal your broken heart!
What was that?
That was the sound the bipolar panther makes when it is in heat. I recommend full body armor. Where is she? Ancient drawings and symbols. We don't know what they say, but isn't it pretty to look at? Is she hiding in that plant or something? Ow, you know what, I don't care. Throw it to statue. Note, he wasn't actually this tall. That's just his statue. Are there people actually thinking about... oh well. Cacti of the desert. No, this plant can survive harsh environment and has spikes all over its body. Finally, a plant that goes with my personality. Dregg. Wouldn't you rather be a dead bush? The lid of the sarcophagus. It is covered with the victim's blood. The lid of a sarcophagus is a blunt object. The sarcophagus and the mummy of King Tutors! The statue of the Strive goddess, so basically the supervisor of my entire life. Nice. The purple rays. Note, not only will this kill you, it will hurt the whole time you're dying. Ooh, that sounds really bad. Hello, Captain.
I'm having a stroke. I smell butter.
You are supposed to smell toast, not butter, while you're having a stroke.
So, what is it supposed to mean when I smell butter?
I don't know. Someone is probably making a sandwich. How senile are you?
I ain't senile yet. I'm just scared out of my mind.
Why would they hire someone as useless as you to be the head guard?
I can tell the smell isn't coming from you, cause you ain't buttering up to me.
Yeah, this joke has been aging a bit too long. It's just cheesy. Just answer the damn question.
Tax reasons. They couldn't afford to hire professionals, so they hired me.
Did he just admit he's an amateur? Yikes.
They thought no one actually wants to rob museums.
Probably because our museum doesn't have anything of real value.
That's right. Who knew an ancient mummy would come to life and kill people? What are the odds of that?
Probably the same as you living to see next year. And they didn't rob it, did they? Huh? They murdered someone, but they didn't rob anything. The fruit bowl of King Retatoots. Is this the world's first food selfie? Oh god, freaking burn that shit! Burn it! Okay, you there. Thank god you're here. Officer Tira just dumped all responsibilities on me and is following the brothers. Yeah, she does that sometimes. Don't worry, she should be back to normal by the end of the day. Woof woof, I smell heartbreaks and fat-free ice cream in that lady's future. By the way, why are you here? I thought this was Officer Tira's case. Well, it turns out you can't lend your assistant officer to others, so Gru sent me to pick you up. Huh? But you told me I could earn extra credit this way. You're not mad, are you? Woof woof, just give the word, my lady. His jugular vein is inside. One bite should be enough. Your dog is looking at me funny. How could you lie to me like that? Alright, fine. How about I give you tonight's Halloween contest prize? It's a lifetime supply of pies. Huh? Really? They do say you win the contest every year. Woof woof, for bribery, eh? You shaved your neck today, pal. That was easy. Amber's weakness. Pies. Woof woof, you're a pessimist on drugs. Suicide is easy way out. I should ask someone for the location of this place. The sunset of Mountain Trine. Warning, there are a lot of raccoons out there. Well, hello. You look calmer than before. What can I say? Staring at the bones of dead creatures, calm me down. I'm not even going to begin to tell you everything that is wrong with that sentence. Whatever, who cares? It's all over anyway. Even if I'm not killed by the mummy, I'm still out of a job. Any new archaeologist I hire will have his own team. Do you know how hard it will be for me to climb that ladder again? Why don't you become the lead archaeologist and get your own team? I need experience to be a leader, and to get experience I need to be a leader first. It's a vicious and fair cycle. Sounds troublesome. I will let you enjoy your bones for now. The bones of the Funnysaurus Rex. Note, the funny bone is missing. No, oh fuck. God damn it. That's low, that's low. What are you doing here?
Pouring salt on all the exits so that the mummy wouldn't escape.
Why? How would salt stop him?
It's a cleansing agent. It purifies evil souls.
Okay, but hear me out. What if the mummy used a broom and swept all the salt away?
I'm 2 steps ahead. I already got rid of all the brooms in here.
I feel like talking to this guy reduces my IQ by the second. Psst, Dregg! Ask him what his favorite kind of paper is. Why would he have a favorite paper?
It's papyrus paper.
Seriously? Well, kinda makes sense, we're in an Egyptian museum, but seriously? Oh, Dregg! Are you here to bless our kids for their future? Glad to know your fantasy story has gone very far, but I need you to come back to reality for just a second. But our daughter has to choose between a vampire and a werewolf. I can't leave yet. Focus. I need you to get lost before I slit your throat and feed you to the pigs.
Fine, jeez. I'll leave you alone.
Just don't bother me unless you have something important you want to discuss. Fine, you may resume your fantasies. Alright, let me get the curator.
I still can't believe he's dead.
Why would you leave an old man to fight off against the mummy anyway?
We panicked. We weren't thinking straight. What would you have done if a dead body came to life and started attacking you?
Filed an assault complaint. So, what can you tell me about the professor himself?
Well, he was an archaeologist, the best one around. He was the leader of the group that found King Tutut's tomb and the treasures within. But little did we know he also brought the cars with him. Redguard was obsessed with it.
Is that why he had sleep deprivation?
Huh? How did you know?
The bags under his eyes. The eyes looked tired before he died, and his overall body language is just awkward movement. It kind of creeps me out that you got all that from a blood-soaked body.
But he's right. Redguard was starting to have weird nightmares and stopped sleeping altogether to avoid them.
I think that's the information I need for now. You can leave, for now.
I will be down there if you need anything more from me.
I don't know much about Egyptian lore. Wait, wasn't that assistant a part of the team that brought this thing here? I should ask him to explain the details to me.
Why are we here? What if this thing tries to kill me?
Don't worry, I've given it a stern warning. It won't do it again.
This is not a joke. We are cursed. If we don't exercise it fast, I will be next.
How about you start by telling me everything about the mummy?
Fine. As you know, we were on an archaeological survey in Egypt. The professor was amazing. He matched clues and random drawings to find the secret location of the tomb of Pharaoh Tutut. This was the biggest discovery of our generation. We were all going to be famous since they were about to put everything on display.
I see. Anything else?
Yes, but I'm not comfortable discussing about it around the mummy. Talk to me at a different location.
Fine, but you better not be wasting my time.
Good, we can talk here.
Why the hell did you bring these two watermelons here?
Because I want this to be over before I'm dead. And if there is even a slight chance that these guys can help, I'll take it.
So, what can you tell us about the curse? And why do you think you're next?
It was written on the tomb walls that whoever disturbed the pharaoh's tomb would die a horrible death.
Wasn't there a team? Wouldn't those people be targeted too?
My theory is that it is killing people from most important to least important.
I see a pattern here. Yes, but if it is killing people based on importance, wouldn't the curator die before you?
I had hoped that too, but the curator never actually entered the tomb. He just funded us.
This whole conversation is stupid.
What's stupid about a dead body coming back to life and killing people? Yeah, explain that, officer!
I have better ways to kill my brain cells than explain the problems with this theory.
Look, the curse was written on the walls, and the mummy moved last night and killed my boss. So maybe there's something to it. It must be related in some way.
Fine. If it will shut you up, I'll take the curse into consideration.
Son, we must also take countermeasures against the curse. I'll bring out the demon spray. Yeah, and I will start sacrificing potatoes to the tomato god.
I regret my decision already. Wait a second, this is...
What the... That's Tutut's scepter. What are they doing behind the plant?
The better question is, why is it damaged and covered in blood?
Are you suggesting that the mummy beat the professor with the scepter? That's destruction of museum property!
One would think you'd be more concerned about the dead professor.
Oh, right. That too.
The markings on the scepter matches the incident report. This is the official murder weapon. What is it? You look like you have something to say. It's not the mummy. What? I know people keep saying it's a curse and the mummy killed the professor, but it is not a supernatural phenomenon. Finally, someone who agrees with what I think. I guess there was bound to be at least one normal person with us. Yeah, the angel in my head told me that, and Wolfsalot agrees too. Woof, we dogs can sense the supernatural. I take that back. Everyone is batshit crazy. I'm the last sensible person in this mad, goddamn freaking world. But then it begs the question, who actually killed the professor? What do you mean? According to the incident report, all suspects were near each other when they were attacked, so who is this other person? Or it could also mean that all three are working together and they made up the mummy story to confuse us. But wouldn't that make them look more suspicious? Not to mention, we haven't actually found anything to suspect them. But if these three are telling the truth, then the place was locked down to not let the criminal escape. So where is this fourth person? Wolf, if you're talking about another person, I'm smelling one right now. Wait, what? I didn't say anything. Wolf, follow me. Officer Dregg, please follow him. I think he has found something for you. I know you think you can talk to animals, but this is a serious situation. Just go look, okay? Trust me. Fine, but I'm booking an appointment with Sai for you. No, I don't want to be overhydrated again. Yeah. Woof woof, I have a cloth in my mouth which makes us dogs excited for no reason. Wait, these are... Yeah, these are the same bandages as the mummy, but there were no tears on the mummy's bandages.
Wolf, I found them stuck to a plant.
Now that I look closely, they are a different shade from the mummy, and also have a few blood drops on them.
Wolf, now that I have tasted human blood, my search cannot be controlled.
So either the mummy changed into a different set of bandages while we are not looking, or we have two mummies on our hand.
Wolf, keep your light on when you sleep tonight, pessimist. You may never know when I will strike. The professor?
Yes, anything about him that stands out?
Well, he's dead. Nothing stands out more than that.
No, I meant before he died. What was he like?
Oh, he was a workaholic. The guy was married to his job.
Sounds obsessive.
He was. I would see him many nights in that research room fiddling with one thing or the other. If you ask me, he should have quit before the mummy bashed his skull and sent him to God's country.
Thanks for the 10 out of 10 hindsight. This is a diary, but did it belong to the professor? I should call the security captain here. He should know everything about this room and the things kept here. Alright, Blues, what can you tell me about this room?
Ah, yes. This is the research room. This is where the professor would examine newly arrived artifacts or displays.
Did he do it alone or were there more people around?
Usually there's a team, but ever since the cursed mummy arrived, the professor didn't allow anyone inside. He was like a madman. He ate and slept here and kept writing in that journal of his.
This one? Interesting. The pages are filled with details about the pharaoh's curse. Seems as if the fear was getting to him.
He was getting real weird, as if he himself was possessed by something.
Was he losing his motor skills as well? Last few pages are just random gibberish, as if his body wasn't responding properly.
Well, he was walking funny, but I thought it was because he was tired all the time.
Not to mention, his book is giving off a weird odor. Do you know anything about it?
Not anything in particular. Perhaps someone else with similar expertise can tell you that.
I guess I should ask around. Thanks, Captain. You can go for now.
Okay. What's this? A diary?
Yeah, a page and it says he was acting suspicious on the return journey.
It's common, considering there are smugglers trying to steal stuff from archaeologists.
These old bones and statues are valuable?
Yes, not to mention, smugglers would sometimes hide illegal goods in these artifacts to get past customs.
Does this happen often?
Yes, you wouldn't believe the stuff we found when safeguarding similar archaeologists. Drugs, illegal fireworks, more drugs.
I think I got the idea. I will need more information about this diary before I can talk to the curator about it.
What's that smell?
Probably all the dead people around.
No, it's coming from this book you're holding.
You mean the professor's diary?
That smell. It is a Doppler.
What is that? A detergent?
More like a recreational drug which was used in early Egyptian times to have fun, as it messed up your emotions.
It made you into a woman?
Not exactly. It would feel an emotion to the extreme. If you're feeling a bit happy, it will make you shake with laughter.
So I guess it won't work on me since I'm empty inside.
In high doses, it was also a hallucinogenic, which reduces motor skills and shows illusions.
That would explain his erratic behavior and bad handwriting at the last few pages.
I think the professor was addicted to it. I guess he didn't tell anyone since it's illegal in the Griva continent.
I see. That's surprising. You were actually helpful. That means I'm about to die, aren't I?
Why would you die?
For the plot twist at the end of the season so that people demand another season and the money keeps rolling. Were you aware that the professor was seeing ghostly figures?
No. Wait, are you talking about the people he saw at night?
What people?
He used to work pretty late sometimes, and recently he started claiming that he saw people snooping around. I had Blues check it out, but there was no evidence of it. Blues, tell him about the fake robberies. That? It was nothing but a hoax. The professor claimed that some hooded figure would sneak around carrying crates, but I have been on lookout since yesterday and didn't see anyone. Just to be sure, I had Blues check everything, but nothing has gone missing. They were not swapped with fake exhibits either, since the professor and his assistant both checked the exhibits for authenticity.
So maybe the professor was seeing things, but since he was murdered, there may be some truth to it. I should keep this in mind. It might come in handy. What can you tell me about the professor himself?
He used to be normal, but ever since we came from Egypt, he was acting weird.
Weird how?
Well, he would stay up many nights, and he was obsessed with the mummy.
Didn't anyone try to look into it?
We were just assuming he was overworked, but he refused when the curator asked him to take a vacation.
Anything else?
Now that you mention it, he didn't get weird after coming here, more like on the journey here.
Did something happen on your way back?
Nothing noteworthy, but he did spend a lot of time studying the mummy. But then again, he does it with all the discoveries on his journeys.
I see. Fake museum robberies? Yeah, they checked but nothing was missed or replaced. What about adding more items? What? Read the plaque. 4 Egyptian armors and their accessories on display. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Didn't you find the mummy hiding in another armor? Where did that one come from? Wait, you're right. If the mummy was hiding in the armor, that means it was always here. Right, it didn't add up. I should ask someone about this. Good job, rookie. Thanks. Can I get a raise? No, but you get my admiration. I'd rather have the money. Hey, something about your fake robberies doesn't make sense.
Can it wait? We have a literal life or death situation here.
I doubt he will talk in this state. I'll need help, but I can't use the rookie. Which leaves me with her. Oh god. Are we going to have to ask Tira? Oh no. Hey!
What?
Before you murder me, hear me out.
You have 10 seconds.
Why would anyone add more items? They have nothing to gain from it. I want to talk to the curator about this, but it looks like he's too scared to help us with this.
I don't have time to start counseling him. Give me a minute.
Oh, that guy's going to get it. Oh god. What did she do?
Here, I persuaded the curator to give the manifest. This should clear things up.
Is he gonna be okay?
You psychotic demon!
He will live. So, what does it say?
Weird. This thing says there were supposed to be 4 armors, but the 5th one was added at the last minute.
What's weird about it? They must have found an extra in the tomb and probably decided to bring it with them.
What's weird is the weight that went through customs. The 5th armor and some other artifacts were heavier than the others. And this is not the first time it has happened either. They must have a terrible weight checker.
Whatever, this does not concern the murder right now, so we'll check it up with customs later.
It may not be connected to the murder, but there was something definitely wrong going on here.
This diary gives a deep understanding of the professor's mind.
Like what?
He was losing his marbles.
Yeah, one look at the diary can tell anyone that. Thanks for nothing.
I don't know about any robberies. I barely ever visit the museum anyway.
Aren't the skeletons provided by the museums, used by the doctor's college?
Not my college. It was cheaper to dig up forgotten graves.
That's disturbing. Remind me not to tell you where I will be buried when I am dead. Not to mention, this is actually grave robbing. This is illegal. Dregg, you have a reason to arrest that guy and get rid of him. Come on!
This thing is really creepy. Not to mention, smelly.
It's a 1000-year-old dead body. It's not going to smell like flowers.
Come to think of it, isn't this your first case with an actual dead body, Miss Amber?
Or in this case, 2 dead bodies.
Yeah, I've met people who were near death before, but first time seeing a dead person.
How did you meet people on the verge of death? Did you work in hospital before?
No, but my grandma did send a lot of people to the hospital. That's how I met them.
Mental note, never ever meet this grandma alone.
Anyway, something has been bothering me about the mummy. Like what?
Well, I mean, look around you. Almost everything is covered in blood. But there is no blood on the mummy itself. That makes sense. I found her murder weapon and it is soaked in blood too. This mummy, it's too clean considering the circumstances. I should make a note of it.
Ooh, that's clever. Looks like my therapy sessions are finally paying off.
Whatever. Keep an eye out. With Tira's mind in the gutter, you're the only one I can count on.
Okay.
I think that was everything I could get from this place. Now to crack this case wide open. But that's going to be for the finale episode, which will be the next one. Leave a comment if you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!